this will be the last episode of the Peppercorn Boys because I will win £149 million tonight on the Euro Million. So you, Scott and Joe. Welcome back to the Peppercorn Boys, where the group chat became the podcast. This is episode 69, and I am Bruno, and joined every week, every single Monday, we release episodes on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, and Amazon Music. And each week I am joined by Scott and Joe, and or as I like to say, Joe and Scott last week, because I made a boo-boo.
Yeah, shout out to General for picking that up.
I know.
That was on us, though.
That was on us. We were around the wrong side, to be fair. We only just realised when we sat down today that I was on that side. And like Anne and Dec have exact spaces.
Yes.
We have exact spaces.
I tell you what, my deal is I can only see out of this eye.
So you like to be able to see me.
I like to be able to see you, just to keep an eye, because last week I just couldn't see you.
I was thinking about this last night, and we always do it that way. And then last week was like a one-off.
It was a bag of last week.
Yeah, it was a good episode, I thought. Really nice thumbnail as well. Yeah, I can't remember what side we're supposed to be on. And how I always remember it, I don't know why, is the pool house at Tayville. I always remember I was against the wall.
Oh, yeah.
So where we'd podcast, I was nearest the mirror that was on the wall.
That's true.
So I always remember, like, I imagine I'm looking at the camera, and the camera's always to my right slightly.
Yeah.
But I imagine I'm in that pool house.
Yeah.
No matter where we are in the world, if people, like, interview us or whatever, I'm like,
pool house.
Yeah, I'm like,
Tayville.
All right, yeah, on this side. You seem to just know.
That's because I can't see you.
Yeah. Or you're just Captain America.
Or that.
Mad. Oh, on your left.
On your left.
Is that a thing?
Is that
a thing?
Goosh.
Oh, no. Come on. You have seen that. That's iconic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That is iconic.
What happens here?
Boys, please
How's
don't.
happened? Is this a new thing?
Is this a new one?
No, it's not the new one. It's completely the first or second actual Captain America. And then it went full circle, literally, as the new Captain America was coming through in Endgame. Why can't I actually think of his name before he was Captain America? That's bad.
Was he always on the right then?
Chris Evans, wasn't it?
The Falcon.
Yeah,
I think.
So it was before Chris Evans died in Captain America then. Like, spoiler alert.
And Captain America was a bad man.
Bad man. Bad guy.
But you say that like we should know it. But I mean,
you should.
Why would I remember that? Well, I've seen those films once.
During lockdown.
You need to pick up on certain things like that. But all right, I'm just balls deep in old Marvel.
Mate, I can tell you the attendance and where WrestleMania 8 was, but I don't know what the left side of Captain America was.
That's fair.
We all have our stim.
Yeah. I can also tell you Ken Griffey Jr. batted left-handed. So
there you go. I feel like that's kind of...
Yeah?
I feel like I'd like to know his exact stats for 1987 or something. Do you know what I mean?
I can find them.
No, I don't. No, find them.
No, you have to
know them off the top of your head.
I tell you what, I don't know if it's the atheism in my brain, but it's gagging to learn all the stats of all time.
There's way too many stats in baseball. I have a decent amount of stats for most of the things I like, but I mean, I can't remember that many.
Joe, you need a sports almanac.
Oh, Dad nearly bought me that for my birthday, which has just passed.
Joe's birthday the other day.
Big 4-2.
Big.
He was the big 4-2. And weirdly, he got a Orioles book.
Fun facts. 50 fun facts about the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, and
was
Joe...
Was that a Bobby pitch? Oh, sorry.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Joe wanted to read out one of the facts.
Yes.
And Lisa just picked a random page.
Number 27.
And it happened to be a fact from 1983.
Where they last won the World Series.
Which was also where the last World Series and also when Joe was born.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Which is also one of the things that endeared me to the good old Baltimore Orioles. Go Birds.
And to Lisa. Because she could pick a number.
27. What'd you pick, 27?
42 for some. Okay.
Hey, spring has sprung, though. I managed to, you could tell spring's here, because on the way down the drive earlier, I managed to pick up a lamb.
Yeah, you're not supposed to pick one.
Was that the one that Luke befriended the other day?
Luke really got friendly with one. He put his head through it, Nate. If anyone's listening to this and you're Welsh, don't get freaked out. My dog did kiss a lamb.
Nice.
And I allowed it. But then I was on a very tight, leash into a corset, what the dogs were.
You wearing a corset?
Harness.
I was wearing a corset, harness. So I knew if, like, I let him have a little kiss and I pulled him back. So I was like, I don't want him to go, because that's very wrong. Shouldn't do that.
This lamb wasn't loose. I was running around the field for about 10 minutes trying to find a lamb.
It's pretty cool.
No, it was just chilling against the fence on the outside.
Aww.
And then when I walked up, it kind of slowly walked towards the gate and stuck its head through, trying to find a way back in, like this. Mm-hmm. And then I sort of bent over and said, "Come on in."
Name your sex tape. On episode 69, how apropos.
Yeah.
When I think of Dusty Rhodes. Not connected. I just like saying apropos.
Yeah, I said, "Come on in." Yeah, I bent over and said, "Come on in."
Man, I want some barbecue meats.
Oh,
wow, that's unfortunate.
But this lamb just walked up to me and looked at me, and then I just picked it up and put it back in.
They're so naive. The naivety of these.
I could have been anyone.
Just...
No, I feel like I've done a good thing there, but I feel like I've also just led the lamb to slaughter.
Why?
By putting it back in the field.
No, the lambs around here don't get. They're not meat. No,
what are they
grow.
useful?
I can't remember, but they all grow because we see them all. So they'll grow into sheep and stuff. I was
feeling a bit guilty once.
It's not a lambing area for meat.
Because I spent 20 minutes after that chasing that same lamb, trying to get it back out.
Yeah. I think they raise them just so we can look at sheep in Wales. I think that's what they do.
They just like to have them.
Yeah.
Because if there's no sheep in Wales, are you really in Wales?
It's like goats in Greece.
Go ahead.
They're everywhere, honestly. Like everywhere you drive, they're just on the mountain sides. Like they're just.
Oh, really?
They're just
what? Tom Brady, Messi, Ronaldo,
just all up there, just doing their thing.
They'll go to Greece.
It's a bit harsh putting goats in Greece as well because it's slip and slide.
Hey, who's from Greece?
Little hooves.
Talisa.
What? Joe's Lisa.
No. For whatever reason, it felt like we weren't on a podcast. Bruno was just eavesdropping a conversation we're having. Then he's like, "What? I'm on a microphone. Did you not hear me?"
Yeah, I want you to say that again.
Oh, do you know who's from Greece?
Yeah,
Tulisa.
Ah,
Tulisa.
Yeah.
Scott's X Factor knowledge just coming up a treat again.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. That's disgraceful to think she's an X Factor alum.
X Factor.
She's N dubs till I die.
Speaking of TV, I binged last night the 4 episodes of Adolescence on Netflix.
Lisa watched this without me.
Okay.
It's probably the smart move.
I'm probably not going to watch it.
You haven't watched Outer Banks, so I don't trust you at all.
Yeah.
Alberta, how was the new series of Outer Banks, by the way?
I haven't finished
Watch Adolescence.
I haven't finished it yet. It's phenomenal. And I have a feeling I don't want you to watch it, Scott. It's
British?
so raw, and it's about I thought it was about knife crime in like London and stuff. It's knife crime, but not in London. But it's like it's so real. It's all shot. Each episode is shot one take, and the same camera.
Oh wow!
I like that stuff.
So it intertwines and stuff like that. But it's the last episode. I don't like that last scene. Just is so real. It's unbelievable. And then the episode 3 apparently was this kid's. It's his first ever acting job anyway. But episode 3 was the first one that was shot, and his performance in that, my word, it grips you. It grips you. I don't want to give up too much of spoiler alert, but it starts off that he gets arrested on suspicion of murder, and then it unravels kind of from there.
It's hard. When something's got hype around it, I'm interested. And then also, because it's got to be good if that many people like it. But and also the artistic part of it, I love stuff that's done in one shot. Like I remember there was an episode of Haunting of Hill House that was in one shot, and I picked up on it about halfway into the episode that it was one shot, and it was. But gritty English stuff. I mean, we live there. Like it's brutal enough as it is.
It's already too brutal.
Like I need to distract myself with colourful America. Because I can't be chilling out to something gritty.
Because America's not brutal enough.
It's different though, isn't it? It's colourful.
It's warm in some states. Yeah.
Everyone's actually friendly as well.
Well,
But I mean, I just can't. I can't get on board with gritty English stuff. Like I've always been against like EastEnders and things like that.
Yeah, I find Harry Potter a bit too gritty.
It's too gritty, too English. Like I can't. I've always wanted to be American.
Get your wand. No, I don't want your wand. Like all that. It really.
I'm not into it.
No, I quite like. I've watched a few 4 or 5-parters that are based in London. I like London. I like the realism of London. The more north you get, the less interest I start to get. I don't know if this is northern. I don't know what this is.
It's a Scouse family, but they're not. It's not living in Liverpool.
Where are they?
I can't remember. I cannot recommend it enough though. But Scott, don't watch it.
I'm probably never going to see it.
Can I just ask? Can I say what's the reason to watch it?
Because what's the reason to watch it? It's just because it is like very apparent of what's happening in this day and age with abuse and knife crime and like the relationship between parent and child. And that's why I don't want you to watch it, because you're about to bring a baby into this world. So I feel like it might actually like hit you and Lissy deeper.
So what's the ultimate outcome emotionally from watching the program?
Don't no matter how hard you try, your kids can end up being a prick.
That's the biggest fear, to be fair.
The best part is I said, what emotion does it give? And that was I've never heard that emotion before, but it sounds like I'm wrong.
I don't know.
I think that is the emotion as well.
But is it like do you leave it going, I'm happy, I'm sad?
No, it's an emotional roller coaster. You leave quite empty and drained and emotional.
I do that every day. I don't want to watch TV and do that.
I can't wait to watch this.
But the acting in it is so good. It's, you know, like when Oscar movies are like worth the buzz and you have to kind of watch it just for watching it. Like Oppenheimer, you have to watch it for watching it. This, you have to watch it because it is so good.
Yeah, from an artistic standpoint, like I'm very much into that stuff, and I do understand that. And there's a chance I might check it out at some point. But I think I'm at a point where I need to be pleasantly distracted from the world when I'm relaxing. Right. Okay. I don't need to be seeing like bad stuff happening. I don't know if that's the atheism again. That's a good t-shirt, an A-Team logo.
Because the annoying thing is, it's got so much stuff that Lissy would like in it. Like it's like it's partly a murder mystery, and then it's like the unraveling.
Whoa! Did you say there's a mystery to this?
Well, like, is the boy guilty or not? Like, it's really tough.
Yeah.
Is he?
Can I just say, do you find out if he is or not, or is it just left to your opinion because it's artistic?
There's definitely you get closure.
Okay. Well, it's better than half the programs we watch nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like all of them leave and they go, you figure out the rest.
Yeah, there it is.
We couldn't figure out the end without you getting upset, so you're going to have to figure out yourself.
But isn't that cool, though, that you get to figure that out?
Well, yeah, for some. I might watch it. I'll say this 13 Reasons Why wasn't a fun watch, was it? No. And I mean, I enjoyed that. So is this what the Scouse lad, that good actor guy, looks like the Future Islands lead singer? Is this why he got jacked?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the Disney show he's doing.
Oh, that's very
about fist fighting.
But he is very jacked.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Yeah, he was the voiceover on Takeshi's Castle when he was in Red Dwarf. Anyway, I think that might have gone over Bruno's head a little bit.
Wasn't this guy?
I'm not a Red Dwarf guy.
I swear he was in that Justin Timberlake music video as well.
I just want to say, Bruno thinks I might be a Red Dwarf after that. I just know what it looks like.
Yeah, he's everything.
Red Dwarf's a weird program.
Great. After 20-something years, I really don't know you.
Yeah. Red Dwarf's not my jam either, but I mean, I certainly know who is in it, vaguely. Do you remember the guy that was in it that was also in that Leisure Centre program?
British Empire.
British Empire. Do you ever watch that, bro? It was like, I don't even know what that was. It was on like ITV or something.
Granddad loved that. I think it was like
I don't think I watched it, but it was on in the background. It was about it was like The Office before The Office, but it was based on running a leisure centre in like England somewhere.
Yeah.
But the main guy in that is the main guy in Red Dwarf.
Yeah, the guy with he has a
sharp head. Yeah. No, I'm thinking of a different guy. Yeah, he has a
the other guy's got like a blockhead.
Yes.
Didn't think we talk about Red Dwarf today.
Red Dwarf's huge, man. But Takeshi's Castle, I will go balls deep in because I think that's a brilliant TV show. Getting from school, pack of discos, and I'll be just sat there for hours.
I was getting
watching people do some skipping signs. What's wrong, bro?
A pack of discos? You talking about the other night?
Since then, I got another pack of discos.
I had some on the way here.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually had some on the way here.
Boys, what is going on?
I like the fact that at the end of it, you can't feel your mouth.
It's great. It burns.
Yeah, it's so nice.
I tell you what doesn't bode well with that.
What?
Zinnin and discos.
Yeah, I bet it doesn't.
Your gums are like on fire.
Well, I have to be careful with my gums because if I'd say I protect one thing in my life on my body, it's my gums. I really like to try and look after my gums.
Yeah, you've done well. You've done well. Can you put them through MyFitnessPal and see how much like sodium they have in it?
Oh, it's all sodium.
Ooh, yeah, honestly, it feels like the equivalent of like when a horse licks salt lick for like an hour, maybe. I think so. It's probably similar to that.
I treat them
Honestly,
like salt lick.
They smell.
I treat them like salt lick.
And they sound disgusting.
They are great.
She said they sound disgusting. It's disco.
Yeah, when people eat them.
They got a nice crunch though.
They do.
They do have like
a nice crunch.
Yeah, less so than like a Dorito. It has that like a classic.
Oh, the texture and the flavor.
Whereas a disco almost has a staleness to it that kind of almost doesn't make a sound.
No, these have been baked. I think.
Don't think so.
I don't like.
Don't quote me on that.
I don't know what they are, but they feel like they are poisonous.
I'm not putting another overlay. So if for the listeners and the viewers out there, if you want to see an overlay, I think I put it in a couple episodes ago. I'm not searching it on my devices ever again.
What?
Discos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to look up discos. I think we all know what discos are.
They're almost painful as well, because we were brought up that if it hurts, it's working.
Yeah.
I say this. I think that's like medicinal, like TCP or something.
Bruno. It's all medicine.
It's all medicine.
All right. Bring him out. Bring him out.
If Little Red came out now and lent against some blinds.
He ain't heavy.
Yeah, I would really enjoy that. I'll say this. Since Kieran cut that promo about being beaten many a time, I've heard so many people in promos that people lap up say the exact statement.
We were all ahead of our time.
Yeah, but I think he was ahead of the time. We kind of laughed at it. But I don't think we thought it was bad.
No.
Did we? I think we questioned the verbiage, but but I think we were wrong. He was right in hindsight.
Maybe.
I think we've held him back.
Everything in hindsight. Yeah, but we've tried to propel him as well, and he hasn't taken that, so he can go himself.
Bruno, you can suggest he's a physical pug, but you can't say we've given him every tool. We've certainly said you should wear a dangly earring, and we've certainly said you should be a physical pug, but I don't think we've given him everything.
You can lead a boy to pugness, but you'll never...
Pug a prince.
Pug a prince.
But speaking of the weekend, we went and watched Yumi at 6 on Friday night. That was a good old time.
God, so much has happened in the last 2 weeks.
I'd say this, when we saw them, at the end when they gave him a standing O,
I got emotional.
I got emotional throughout the whole thing. I said to Bruno after like 2 times, I feel quite a little bit. I feel a little bit emotional.
It was like your youth, dying, unaliving, I should say.
Yeah, not like the adolescence program that people seem to be raving about,
or Cavalier Youth.
Right. With a capital Y. I don't know. It felt like my life was like like playing back to me.
Yeah, it did.
Because when you think about it, we saw them in like 2007 or something.
Yeah.
And to see them 18 years later, a couple of festivals in there, but 18 years is a long time. Like 18 years ago, I was 17.
Yeah.
Joe was 32, and so
15.
much has passed that you go like, I don't know. There's certain songs that resonate to certain times of your life, and when you're hearing him, you're like, and his voice particularly, as I don't think he's got the best voice.
No.
But it's a very iconic voice that kind of sits.
Yeah, he's worked on it though. He was belting out some.
He was much better than some of the stuff I've seen online. And I don't know. I felt emotional, but that round of applause at the end, I was like, wow, I was deafening, and I think I've only ever heard that once. And that was when we won the tag titles. I was up there. Bruno was the only one making the sound. But
he looked like he got kind of emotional at the end because when he left the stage, he left quick. Like he was kind of taking it in.
I reckon he does that every night.
Probably.
It's a little bit.
We'll ask Lottie. She's been to about 16 of them.
Yeah. I said to her at the end, I said, was that as good as the other night? She goes, that was way different.
The atmosphere was nuts. It started slow.
Good.
It started slow. Like the crowd was kind of just swaying.
I think they did like 6 songs before they spoke.
Yeah, and the crowd, and during the songs, the crowd was just kind of swaying. And then by the end, it was just manic in there.
They did 2 hours.
Yeah. The crowd was just warming up.
I like the fact they did like Reckless with a capital R and Bite My Tongue and stuff.
I like that album.
Because, but I know they don't like that album.
It's the Ira album.
Yeah, so I felt like that maybe they weren't going to play any song. I know we'd heard they play Bite Their Tongue.
They're gonna play anything that the crowd want to hear. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad, but it's even like that was their last 2 songs, wasn't it? No, Underdog.
Reckless wasn't, but Bite My Tongue was after the encore,
Underdog was mad.
Yeah. It's weird though, because as the show was going on,
national anthem, isn't it?
It was with the Overdogs.
With the Overdogs.
I thought it was really good. Gigs aren't my scene anymore. I definitely felt that.
Yeah.
I love live music, but I don't like
saying
that we saw an emo band in a uni, so that might have been it.
That's probably it.
Maybe I need to see Cody Johnson with a small spritzer in my hand or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where I'm at.
Definitely going to country next year.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to. Yeah. I haven't seen country music live other than like small artists. No. Like I've never seen a big artist. I'd love to.
I've seen the greatest country star of all time live.
Leanne Rimes.
If you say Taylor Swift, I'm going to smack you.
I saw Old Dominion a lot.
And I know you haven't seen Billy Ray Cyrus, so I knew it.
I saw Old Dominion a lot. I saw Thomas Rhett.
Do you say a lot?
I've seen Old Dominion a lot.
You have actually.
How many times have you seen Old Dominion?
He's gone to the Camden Roundhouse a few times, didn't he?
Yeah, that was Thomas Rhett, supported by Old Dominion.
Yeah.
Broke up a fight in the crowd.
I can't stand Thomas.
A young guy tried to fight an old man.
He's got some absolute bangers, though.
He does, yeah.
Was that about a fight?
A young guy tried to beat up an old man who was there with his wife.
No.
I had to stop that.
Big Alan, I saw that at Parkway, but the old guy actually deserved it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one didn't.
Jesus Christ. You're rotten. You've watched that program, that adolescence thing, too much, I think. Country. I feel like I'm at a point where I need big time arena heavy, or country.
Ooh. Yeah.
Again, Wonder Years was a joy.
That was great.
So maybe it was the fact it was in a uni that was a little bit unnerving.
I think you're just being a little bitch, to be fair.
Just fell out.
Are you telling me that you don't want to watch A Day to Remember at Brixton Academy?
Yeah, because that's a big band in an arena, in my opinion.
Is it an arena or is it?
Well, it's big enough, isn't it?
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
We're in the back end of a uni, Bruno. I'm trying to say, like, you know what I mean? Like, at least the kind of rooms that TBA play to.
Yeah, but that was quite intimate. I quite liked it because I'm going to go see. Obviously, I've got tickets for the final night of Six, so that was just a warm up for me.
Yeah, you're going to get at it, are you, in London from your chair?
Well, I'm sitting, yeah. So
yeah, I bet you can't wait. We saw Slipknot from a chair, didn't we? And that was a little bit tough.
That's fantastic.
That was so.
It was good, but you did really want to. Like, you were vibrating in a chair, like I want to headbutt something.
It was like we were watching Slipknot do a Vegas residency. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was like a show.
Yeah, it was really good.
I think they could do a Vegas residency.
I think so, but it is quite aggressive.
Yeah, but I think there's a market.
Some of their songs seem a bit aggressive.
Hey,
we're not as aggressive as adolescents.
We're missing. We're missing Backstreet Boys in New York residency.
Ooh.
Oh no, we should have just done a little jaunt over to New York.
That sounds fantastic.
Did I say New York?
It was in New York.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Oh, it's Vegas.
I don't want to do that.
What do you think about New York?
I want to go to New York.
I don't know. That's weird.
What's happening in New York, Bryn?
That's so strange.
I tell you what, a residency for Backstreet Boys in New York would be great.
Yeah, where did they play? MSG, every night.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Billy Joel does a residency in New York, didn't he?
MSG.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, okay.
He runs that place.
Yeah.
That's his house.
Name a Billy Joel song?
Uptown Girl.
Oh, but this is a side point. The gig was decent. What was even better was us hitting a harmony in the car that I think blew us all apart because we had a 2-hour journey in traffic that we could really work on it. And I think we were working on it, but we never hit any kind of levels. We got outside Joe's house. We had to kind of sit there for a bit and keep singing.
We want to finish the song.
We were in a rush a little bit and we still sat there for 2 extra minutes to finish the song, just loudly.
Well, everyone was asleep around us.
But what was
I
weird...
actually turned it down.
Yeah, well, so we could hear us because we were better than the song. It was O-Town, I think.
All or nothing.
Yeah.
But we sounded exactly like Westlife.
There was a note in there.
Yeah. At the end, I was like, I thought Mark was behind me.
We stood up in everything.
We kicked our stools. And then it was followed by Bruno doing like a psychotic clown laugh in a public area. It woke up like 4 neighbors.
Do you know what I was thinking when I was editing and listening to last week's episode?
What were you thinking while you were sitting and editing last week's episode?
You never got a video of the chaotic laugh in the car.
No, well, I was in ecstasy. Like as much as you had taken down a Subway sandwich and none of us had, we felt like we'd had. We felt like how much joy we were given.
We wanted to enjoy the moment fully by not bringing our phones into the situation.
I did the same with Unit 6. I took one video and one picture, and then I just I was like, I'm not going to do it because do you know what? No one wants to see videos.
No.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what? I'm never going to look back at videos.
Yeah.
Do you know why I haven't sent Little Red that video?
Oh no, you should do that because that was specifically done for the boy.
Yeah.
He loves that song. I didn't think they'd play that song, but I also didn't think they'd play 9 hours. So they were starting to dip into some deep ones, weren't they? There's a couple of deep cuts in there that we thought.
They went into their pockets for sure, yeah.
I'd say twice I was like, I don't know what's happening.
I think they let those gooners at the start do about a solid 10 minutes and then they took up the rest.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful with the word gooner these days. Just
Have you?
Yeah, don't worry about
Gooners?
it. Yeah, well, I'll talk to you about off air.
No, talk about it tomorrow on your Gooners Are Us podcast.
Don't call it that. That's not fair. That's not fair. It's gunners. It's guns.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. We'll talk about that. It'll probably come up in an adolescence program that everyone's raving about.
Okay.
I mean, Kit Wilson's watched an episode.
Has he?
Kit Wilson's done it.
He's done it.
He watches everything.
He said it was all right.
He watches everything.
That got a 2 thumbs up from old Kitty Boy, but Lou and Kelly have watched the first episode.
Okay. I hope I don't put Kelly off here.
That's what I mean. Like, if I'm not watching that here, if I'm lucky enough to be living in America.
Well, no, I'm just gonna say it's 1,000 times worse in America, so I'm sure that program won't put her off. Joe, you think of America as Mickey Mouse.
It's the best.
Yeah, and we have to protect you from that because you believe that America might be that. Joe, I'll say this: I'm going to drop you into Detroit for a week, and when I come back, you're going to have.
I don't want to be in Detroit.
You're going to like early Eminem.
I tell you what, I do like the Tigers though.
Yeah,
Tarek Skubal, come on.
America's not baseball, Mickey Mouse, Joe.
Yeah, it is. It is though.
Yeah, unfortunately,
it actually is.
I've got some bad news.
No, it's fine.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Okay, if you tell me America's a bad place, then everything's ruined for me.
Okay, it's fine. It's doing great. I was going to bring something up actually. I wanted everyone to kind of come with me with a quote to motivate each other, but I don't want a generic one you've heard before. I want one off the top of your dime now, and my one is. Go ahead then, Bruno. You obviously wanted to say something before I said something, so go ahead. What was a sharp intake of breath right before I spoke then?
I was just thinking, that's all.
Oh,
the audience think that you're mental now because I did nothing of how I edited this.
Oh, yeah. That's so annoying.
I have one.
So, okay, what's your quote, Joe? Inspire us.
Be the spring lamb that you truly are and chew all the cud.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It
really started promising.
It started promising, but it really reminded me that he has nothing in his head until he gets here.
Yeah.
Because he's looking out his window at lambs, and that's what's annoying me a little bit.
Was this pre-planned?
Well, the quote thing?
Yeah.
Are you reading the group chat?
I haven't been on the phone all day.
Okay.
Did you put something in the group chat earlier?
Absolutely not. No, it's just come out of my head then. While you were talking, I thought it'd be fun if we came up with quotes, wouldn't it? For me, it's... Yeah, go on. No, I don't have one. I've lost it. I don't have one. I don't think I have one. It obviously isn't meant to be. And I've said, yeah, you go.
Be the spring lamb.
Oh, no. Your eyes are getting glassy. It's upsetting me.
Go, Scott. What's your one?
I don't have one.
Yes, you do. Because you were trying to get it out twice now.
I don't fully have it until I start talking. That's the problem. Make sure you're always wearing your towel because you never know when you're going to get wet. I think that's deeper than you.
I have one. Make sure when you jump out of the battle bus, you always have your glider deployed.
You didn't know what you were saying. Literally,
I was just staring at the PlayStation.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me. The word before that came out of your mouth next was not loaded up at all. Like you were like, someone does a promo and They do it. When they go, and I'm going to take you to the ring next, and we're going to beat you in the backstage area.
It's what Rhea Ripley's promos sound like.
That's harsh.
I'm sorry. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Bruno, have you got one?
I do. Never let the bubbles of the champagne die out.
That's pretty beautiful, to be fair. And I take back everything I said about Rhea Ripley as well, because that was a joke.
No, we're not editing it out.
It was a joke.
You went after Rhea Ripley.
No,
that's going to be a detrimental to our career.
She's one of the best in the world.
She is the best in the world.
I have 4 things only on my desktop, and they're 4 quotes or 4 like inspiration things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, I thought the quote was what you were saying. I've got 4 things on my desktop.
Always have 4 things on your desktop.
I want to know if you can guess where they come from.
Probably from adolescence, I've learned.
So my first one, and this is actually kind of a motto that I have in everything that I try and do, and it's exceed expectation.
Okay.
The next one is everything is possible until proven impossible. And then you just need to be more creative.
Was that the whole one? That was all one?
Yeah, it's mouthful, that one.
Yeah,
that last bit seemed like a little dig.
No, because everything is possible until proven impossible. And then you just need to get more creative.
That's true. That's fair.
No, he's right.
I've got education into dedication into creation.
Yep. Very solid.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we get that one.
And then this one, this is where I want you to see if you can figure out where it's from. It's from a TV show, and anyone who thinks this is more than you can handle is less than the kind of person you need in your life.
Was that a quote?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were leading up to the quote with that. I was like, whoa, he's speaking
rolled
so
in.
well.
Rolled in.
I was like, whoa. Say it one more time for me, Big Man.
Anyone who thinks this is more than you can handle is less than the kind of person you need in your life.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take a minute to process that, but it definitely sounds like the name of your sex tape.
TV show.
That's the 4 quotes that I have on my...
It's probably The Apprentice. He loves that. Is it Shark Tank? Who's your favorite shark?
The first, Gary Neville. Oh, damn it.
Mine's
Rubin,
a hammerhead.
Isn't it
Mark Rubin? Mark Rubin, of all people. Or Mark Cuban. Yeah, but Rubin's good on it as well, to be fair.
Is it from Peaky Blinders?
Nah. It's from...
He doesn't watch that. It's too real for him.
It's from a 2000 and... like a mid-2000s episode.
Hidden Palms.
No.
The OC, One Tree Hill, Gossip Girl.
It's One Tree Hill.
Perfect.
Ah!
I thought I would just...
Who said it?
That was Haley to Nathan.
No.
Damn it. It was Nathan to Clyde. Skills?
Was it Big Dan Scott?
Was it Q?
Was it Big Dan Scott?
Was it Coach to Lucas?
No.
It was Dan to Keith, wasn't it?
You got
it was Keith to Luke.
It was Keith to...
Lucas.
Lucas's mum.
Oh, she didn't have a name. Oh,
I forgot. I can't remember
Olive.
her name.
Her name's Olive because she looks like Olive from Popeye. That's how I remember it.
That's reminded me of my favorite motto that I made up.
I made up. Yeah, go on.
Be good, human.
Yeah, you like that one. Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
Be good, comma, human, full stop.
Yeah, mine's perceptions, realities might be. I like that one. But it kind of alludes to a bit of a con artist, I think. Do you know what I mean? Did anyone else kind of get that vibe?
While we're talking about con artists.
Yeah, we're talking about con artists. Look out for scams with podcasts, guys. Because my word.
Have you managed to unravel that? Okay, still going.
I know he's waiting. He's still probably emailing.
The scammer is trying to actively get hold of Joe right now. I'll see if there's a live email. Let's see what he said.
Where did it officially click for you?
He's in your email. He's been like, well, all week we said like it seems a bit sus, but we were caught between is this American or is it sus?
He's getting angry.
Oh, okay. So is this tonight? No, that was just yesterday. That was yesterday.
Now these have been coming up like since I got here.
Yeah, but that says 6:39. So it says join the meeting. Oh no, because it's 6:46. It says waiting on call now.
Join the meeting.
Join the meeting.
I don't think a producer.
That sounds like my Amazon delivery driver the other day. Wake up.
I wasn't even at home. I can't imagine a real producer's that demanding.
No. Yeah, basically we were offered to do a podcast and we said, yeah, whatever, cool. It was via For Reminisces.
Yeah.
So this is for the charity. And they said, we need to get a producer to kind of just go over the show a couple of days out.
I was in a week-long email conversation with these people as well.
Yeah, and but at this
they
point,
went for the long game, didn't they?
We've since found out that it's a real regular that stings a lot of people, gets a lot of people.
But in what way? What do they do? Hack the account to get
Facebook?
Okay.
So they set up a Facebook Live. They get in. They make you an admin or something. They do something at some point that we haven't done.
Yeah, so
hence why he's so mad.
Yeah, basically, you don't actually get to the episode. So they plan the dates and the times with you for an actual episode of this Facebook Live podcast. They promoted it as, I won't name the show that they used, but they used the.
I'm sure they use different shows every time.
Yeah, but this one has been used. I found someone they used her show as a ploy. And then they basically say, look, we'll book you in for like what works for you. And they give you a couple dates and time slots and stuff. It's all done it looked pretty legit. And then they say we need to do a pre Facebook Live Zoom call to go through the process of how to enter into the Facebook Live on the night, which all makes sense.
That kind of makes sense.
It all makes sense. Then, so basically, they book you in for a time slot, which Scott drove all the way to mine to do this. We set up and also I'm not just that, they offered us a lot of money to do it,
which is where the big scam.
That's why it was enticing, wasn't it?
It pulls you in with the exposure of the size of the show they're naming and the pretend money that they're offering.
Yeah.
But basically, what they do, and they've done it to a lot of people.
I'll say this is 5 or 6 Brothers All matches there.
Yeah, there is.
Like a couple booking fee.
That's a couple months' wages.
A couple of us saw a booking fee and went, no, I would. It woke me up, got me out of it.
So we sat down for this scheduled Zoom meeting. And when it comes on, it's like a generic, just a picture
podcast
of, it's like a picture of a microphone and a podcast. It's not even him on the FaceTime. It's a blank screen with a logo.
And that's what me and Joe looked at each other and was like, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, it seems odd. A producer wouldn't just do a FaceTime.
That was red flag number 1, maybe?
Yeah. I'd say we'd had like a beige or something going in, like, is this really a thing? And then like on the way, we were like, do you reckon it's even a real thing?
I'm always paranoid. Until something happens, I always believe nothing's too good to be true.
I'll say the moment it got me was obviously when he weren't showing his face, me and Joe were like, and then like we muted it for a second because he messed up the Zoom call.
He did.
And we were like, I don't think a tech guy who's a producer would mess up a Zoom call. So we were like, that was the first one. And then there was no visual. And we were like, And then like we couldn't fully understand him sometimes. And I was like, I feel like if you're reaching out to people from multiple countries, you're going to have a good understanding of
conversation.
Yeah.
But basically we're saying this just so that this is a genuine thing that is happening all over the world. So be careful. Like if anyone gets these invites, this is an actual problem.
Yeah. And he's not coming after the Brothers, or he's going after Reminisces. That was the big worry.
They just ended up with us, but they have done this. Like the fact that they shifted very quickly from who they hoped to get on the show to then they found out they were getting us, and they shifted very quickly to wanting to fill all the criteria, let us talk about our wrestling. It moved quick. So basically we got on this thing. He's explaining the process of how to enter into, basically what they do is they target Facebook Meta business accounts. So it's
the Brothers already lost one of these like 2 years ago.
Yeah, we already hacked a while back.
But that was nothing to do with any scam or anything. I was just logged out overnight.
Yeah.
And then I lost my Facebook and the Brothers All one, which is where we did all our we did merch, we did booking fee, like booking stuff, all that kind of stuff. We had a business account attached to it.
Yeah.
Had to cancel all of it overnight.
They target companies.
We're much smaller than Reminisces.
Yeah. They target Meta business accounts essentially to get inside and do what they need to do from the inside of this business account. So what they do is they use the Zoom meeting is the actual sting. Like the thing they do is they set up this Zoom meeting. They ask you to screen share what you're doing to try and get into your business Meta. It's the Meta Business Suite, I think it is.
Yeah.
So what they do is they try to explain it, and then what they do is they ask to take control of the screen and do it for you to show you the way in. But whilst doing that, they make themselves an admin, or they ask you to make them an admin to help show you how to navigate your way in. So you've let them in. They're now an admin. They've got everything.
Which we didn't do.
No. We basically bailed out at the right time.
Yeah.
Thank God that you didn't have that login information. And
I know, yeah, right.
Yes.
But the one that was mine was if anyone's done business, we have SeatGeek promo code, and we've worked with AEW, and that's an American business. They're both American businesses. When you do anything that has a booking or anything, you have to fill out a W8Ben form. I filled out so many of these W8Ben forms. You have to have a tax ID. You have to fill out W8Ben, which is international monies coming from American companies to UK companies.
Yeah.
You have to do all this months out. We haven't had that yet. And that was like when I was sitting there again. They're claiming they're going to pay us for the show.
Well, once the
and I was like, yeah.
Well, they said once the Zoom meeting's done, then you get paid.
Yeah. Which would be when once they've shut down on it.
Yeah, because that's when you don't hear from them.
Yeah, and I was like,
there's no money.
There's no W8Ben form. So I was like, this isn't legit. And then when we left, we were like, and then by the time I got home, me and Joe were doing some Googling.
Yeah, I did a lot of research last night.
And then I was like, this is 100% a scam.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, it definitely is. But luckily, we didn't have any access.
What?
I mean, luckily it was us that did it, because if it was directly to the owners of Many-Tis they were just like, whatever, we'll do an interview for you because it's good exposure publicity, for the rescue. Yeah. They would have had instant access and they would have taken control, and that would have been it. And I mean, Many-Tis, the Facebook is like a huge avenue of GoFundMe's and donations. How most dogs get adopted is via Facebook page. Yeah. Not through the Facebook, you have to go through the website, but
no, the dogs community. It's creating a community and outreach, yeah.
And that's like a 15-year-old Facebook page just built up to like nearly 1 million followers. And you just think that could have just gone. It's mad, yeah. But we're saying that just to raise awareness to not fall for a scam.
100%. And I think the annoying thing is you can't really shout out. There's no like company or anything that did it or whatever, was it?
No.
The annoying thing. All I got from this was the brothers all have a price that they would leave the Peppercorn podcast for.
What do you mean? We're doing it. We're booking fee. I'll grapple for any buck.
Hey, you don't have to bite, all right?
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
But yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. I wonder if they're still emailing.
I like this. I like there if there's another one that just says, "Where are you?" But we're like an hour. He knows that we're.
Yeah, he knows. He's moved on.
He's probably in your email.
Yeah, I want you to keep it going, and then maybe give
access to
a fake one or something. Because I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I know Lissy's dad, or like Bruno, like people like Lissy's dad particularly. I think he could probably do it and be like, I found exactly, I know exactly where this guy is and who this is.
I watch on YouTube. There's one called Scammer Payback for the call centers in India that basically get money out of elderly people in America. I love watching those ones, but the way that they do it is so mental.
Yeah, that one, I think, I don't know how deep it is, but I can imagine someone who knows their way around tech would probably be able to refigure it out pretty comfortably. But no, I said to Joe, it'd be funny if we did do Zoom, but like we just spend like half an hour fumbling about how to get into the Facebook. We can't do it. And then be like, should we do it again tomorrow? And just do it like weeks. I feel like he might figure something out in that time or something. I don't
do what?
Yeah, nothing really. He could just kind of, I don't know. I think he's in our Zoom now. That's what I worry about. Is he in there somewhere, do you reckon? Is he in? Can he joins in?
That'd be fantastic.
It's Catfish. It's Neve. Neve jumps in.
Yeah. Hello.
Your boy Martin Lewis jumps out. He's trying to sting us.
Hey.
You said the name Martin Lewis once around me, and I've said it like 3 times.
Yeah, I know.
I don't fully know who it is, but I mean, he's probably on like This Morning or something, telling you like, if you give up cigarettes, you'll save 60K a year or something. Like he says something like that, probably. If you keep your wallet in a smaller envelope, you'll think big. He'll say, he says stuff.
Your money looks bigger. Yeah, in a smaller wallet, your money looks bigger.
I like it because he breaks down financial stuff to base knowledge that I can understand.
Okay, I thought you were going to put yourself over then, but you did the opposite. So that's cool.
So does the person on the show we were supposed to do, but
yeah. Now, Bruno, you been stung at all? Have you ever been scammed?
No, because I'm not a idiot.
I'll say this. He's really like that, hasn't he? He's enjoyed that. I think you got scammed at some point.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, someone already talked you into that beard.
Oh my god.
No?
Yeah, that was trusting. You got some movement in the background there. I don't want to alert you, but there's.
Well, here.
What was it? Is it Luke? Can you see a shadow?
It was just Luke. No. I saw him go to his bed.
Oh, Lucas.
No, you're one.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Good boy. Good boy. He's doing really well, and it's a very hot room. And I have a bobble out and 2 fleeces.
It's really warm.
But I was chilly before this started. So I reckon we've got a slight problem in the building.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
I can hear him squeaking.
I'll say that. I had another one. I had a pepper or cornet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, can I do a pepper or cornet?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
It was one that Joe and I came up with. He has no clue what's going on. What's wrong? It's not one that we've done before.
No, Luca wants out.
Oh, there it is. Oh, no. He's making a little... Luca, come here, buddy. Good boy. Do you want to sit in between?
Get in there.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, buddy.
Can we
You're
have him on the
episode.
podcast every week, please?
I'd like it if you did. I'm not going to move, buddy. You got to wait a second, okay?
Well done.
Don't get physical.
No.
Don't get
It's
physical.
getting a bit rough now, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he's trying to create waves here.
Let's settle down.
He's like a rookie.
Barbara.
One of one.
Relax.
Insert.
I can't wait to do some card stuff.
My pepper or cornet is mixing fountain drinks at the soda machine.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't really make a picture for that. There's a dog bark. Yeah. What do you think, Joe? Explain, because you were talking about it the other day.
His lips all curled on his teeth. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Like, I get the point, and I get the mixing of the flavors, and I get that, like, adding, like, Fanta to a Coke makes it like a fruity Coke.
Oh.
But
where have you seen this?
It's just in general, people do this. Like, people mix stuff like that together. But I'm
the most I do is at the cinema with those with the fountain drinks. I do sometimes half or 3/4 Dr. Pepper Zero, and then I top it up with normal Dr. Pepper, or Dr. Pepper Zero and then Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry. Because I just like a little bit of like
get Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry.
Sprucey.
So this conversation started because Joe said, "Oh, people like mix those drinks." And I said, "I'll tell you what Bruno did the other day. He got a Dr. Pepper and then Dr. Pepper Zero, and then added Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry right at the end." And Joe was like, "Isn't the drink cherry already?"
And also just get Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry.
Yeah.
Joe,
was
Dr.
that in
Pepper
Wawa?
Zero Cherry.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper, yeah, true. Yeah, he might have been in a different planet. At that point.
He was going Diet Coke, Coke, Diet Coke, Coke.
Yeah, I was like, "Isn't Dr. Pepper already cherry?" Like, I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, he's adding a little extra cherry. He's like, "Yeah, but not a lot of cherry, just a tiny." He needs
Just
2 tablespoons of
just
real
a
cherry,
skosh.
just a scotch. I don't know. What's the weirdest thing you do mix together? Non-alcoholic, obviously.
Those two, I think.
No, I don't even mean
I
at the
don't-
machine. Like in life, have you ever been a big mixer?
No, I've never. No.
Even when you were young, you didn't. I used to do Ribena and Coke. So I'd put like the amount you'd put into a.
I don't want to waste good Ribena or Coke.
Yeah, I didn't think of that when I was 6. I don't think, but I don't think I should also have been drinking Coke at 6. But here we are. That's why I got to protect those gums. I definitely put Ribena and Coke, which in hindsight, I was just adding essentially cherry to Dr. Pepper one, and I was like, "Is a bit of blackcurrant to a Coke just to give it a fruit."
It's a fruity Coke, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you should. Do you know that you hated the Guinness Zero when you had it? You should put some blackcurrant in that, make it a alcohol-free snake bite.
Was that what snake bite is?
Yeah.
The Guinness, it's similar to what I think about discos, and I think my body resents it and it thinks it's poison. Because I had a reaction to both of them. There was like my body was going, no, what are you doing? Whoa. But the disco one, I know it's fine. The Guinness one, because I've never drank, really my body goes, something's gone, you're doing something. Like, and it's almost like it puts a little shield up back here. It's like, I keep pushing it back out.
It's pure iron in a can.
Trying to keep me alive.
Does the zero stuff still have the full iron in it? I never tasted it, and I really wish I did.
It tastes like Guinness.
Does it though?
It just tastes like Guinness to me. But I'm not one to ask. I'm not one to ask.
What you can do, I actually saw a recipe on TikTok today, and make a Guinness cake out of it, Scott. Apparently, it's quite a good thing to do. It makes it all moist, and I don't think that you'll actually taste the Guinness really through it.
Right?
That's like beer battered fish?
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. I don't know what it tastes like, but I do. When it says it, I feel quite good.
It sounds good.
But mixing drinks, hey, you know your boys are good cocktailists. What do they call them? What do they call them?
A cocktease.
that's one.
I make a mean cocktail, don't I? I've got all the gear.
Oh
but no idea.
How dare you?
When I was young, I would
out some beautiful margaritas. Thank you.
Okay,
or a top shelf.
What was the other? What was the other one?
Bruno has this other speciality, which is just a pint of every spirit you can find. I used to do milk and Ribena big time when I was a kid.
That's a crusher.
Brother.
Yeah, that's a crusher.
Black currant milkshake. Yeah.
That's a crusher.
This kid over here is acting all weird about it. I mean, like, he loves a strawberry milkshake.
I absolutely for a strawberry milkshake.
I love.
So what's wrong with putting strawberry?
It's not
because Ribena you can get strawberry. I do the apple strawberry.
It's not quite the same, is it?
Apple milkshake.
I'm guessing it is, maybe. So maybe I'm the wrong one.
Well, yeah, your favorite quarterback's Andrew Luck. You're vanilla. You don't know what mixing real drinks is about.
I did get that card.
Did you?
Nice.
Oh, no. I sent him an eBay one I found on eBay. I don't know how much it was, like £16 or something, but no postage or packaging. PSA 10, Andrew Luck.
Ooh.
Yeah,
do you ever get burnt on eBay with cards that come through, or like could it come through and it's not a PSA 10?
No,
it's legit.
Nah?
Yeah, eBay's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
nice. I love that. That'll be for my PC, mate.
Heck yeah,
that's a big PC.
That's good.
I went through all the cards the other day. I need your help with the big load of stuff that I have to make sure that I'm not chucking away, but not giving
don't chuck
away.
Any of these don't chuck any of the cards away.
I'm not.
You got a black lava down there.
I'm not chucking them away. Yeah. I have some in my PC.
And then loads to
and then I have loads that could be sold. And I want to make sure in the ones that could be sold that there isn't any blinders in there, you know?
Yeah. No, you're right. You could do a job lot on eBay for like £100 or something.
Yeah.
I generally might have to with that baseball amount that I got. I think I might have to do like a little booster.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I would.
You got some Paul Skeens there, didn't you? Rookie cards.
I did. They're in my PC.
They're in the PC.
Here, sit on those.
Well, I gave him a couple gifts this week of cards, and he loved them so much. He put them in the corner of the room in there. A room that's being decorated. He just put them in the corner and just left them in. He even came back to the house once he had left. And still didn't pick them up. He just picked up his toothbrush.
I tell you what, okay, if you're looking for a couple of rookies to look out for this season as well to sit on, you're looking for Ben Rice for the Yankees, Rhett Lauder for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
That's a couple you want to sit on. Maybe Kobe Mayo for the Orioles.
Okay.
There is, but there was one in that pack that I got that you were like, this could be a good guy, and I had a rookie card of it. So I need to go through it with you, Joe. Your little sports almanac mind.
I think you got a Rhett Lauder, actually.
The thing with the cards, I didn't want to damage them, so I put them on the table ready for me to go. But that Sunday was such a mess of things going on that I got halfway down Wales and then I had to come back and pick up my wash bag. And if my toothbrush wasn't in there, I wouldn't have come back.
Yeah, you need your toothbrush really to protect those gums.
I would have, because I can't be bothered to spend £100 on another electric toothbrush.
Oh yeah,
You get a toothbrush for £1 from the
Your finger
garage.
nearly went in my mouth.
but everything else in there I could have replaced. So if it wasn't for the toothbrush, I would have just gone. But yes, I'm sorry, but what I can do is tonight I'll win a free I'll win a giveaway, and then just sneak a couple of them in, mate.
Yeah, I think you buy a couple boxes.
Do I not already?
You do already, and I don't want you to
because avid supporters of the Peppercorns sports
I mean,
card.
You're probably in the top 25, yeah. But I mean,
you're also part of the Peppercorn company.
Yeah,
I want the receipts of that.
Okay. No, we've got some that are just mad.
I love it.
Mixing fountain drinks. We're calling it.
Absolute corn.
Absolute corn. Even he does it and he says corn. Mad.
No, I'm calling it.
Big time corny on that. I tell you what, I used to watch Derek Whibley suck it out directly out of the system.
What a DVD.
I've never done that. Have you ever done that
when I was like 14, I did
an
it.
Establishment? You done it
in France, yeah.
Wow.
What's that DVD?
Probably like fat lips or
stuff. Some on your face or something.
Some on your face. The Whibley did it, and I thought I better do this then.
It was with Paris Hilton at the time.
Well, everyone was at that point, I think. I don't know. I wouldn't mix them. But do you ever think about the fact that, like, when you were young, when you go to like your friends' house, that their parents were like 25, 26?
Yeah.
And that
mad, isn't it?
But you really thought they were really old.
Yeah.
Like in your head, you were like, ugh.
Or very late, like late 20s into the 30s, and that was it. I had this like weird out of body experience. Like there's one family time I can remember being all together, and my aunties and uncles were the age I was now. I'm even older, and they seemed like pure adults.
Yeah.
And I do not.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, when I was 7, my parents were my age now.
Mm.
Yeah.
And when I was 7, that was like 96. I remember watching pay-per-views, and they were doing like the ironing and like real stuff, and like being a mechanic and being like a nurse and turning up at like 10 at night and then just having a beer or something. And I was like, hello.
When I was 20, our parents were my age now.
That's mad. Yeah. Wait. Let me wait.
I'm trying to.
Wait. They were 11. I can't figure this out. What did you say? Say it one more time.
When I was 20,
yeah,
our parents were my age now.
Whoa,
that's mad. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh god, yeah. So when I was like 14, they were your age now. So Bruno, when we were hanging out, Mum and Dad were Joe's age now. No, since we've been hanging out.
Yeah.
That's a weird thought. Because but saying that, Bruno, you look exactly like your dad did at this exact age. It's just you have hair.
And I don't have children. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about his appearance.
I don't know, but I don't have the stress. That's I mean.
Yeah, your children change.
If you had children, he looked like on Anderson.
Our parents
he
were
like Adam Lambert. Huh?
Obviously, my dad had his building company. Your parents had
their companies.
Their company. They were doing stuff.
They were.
And we're just trying to
start podcast.
we're getting scammed on a
podcast. I do think about that a lot.
Man, the world has changed.
Yeah, but
and I'm telling you what rookie cards to look out for this season.
I think I say this though. I feel like I've done all right. Do you know what I mean? I think I've
lived a hell of a life.
I'm not doing that.
I think I said to Dad when I was there.
But I feel like really rapidly, all of a sudden, I've gone from thinking that to being like, oh, I am that.
Yeah.
Like kid, wife.
Yeah. I think we've done a lot of cool stuff. Like, I mean, I said to Dad at 30, like, if I died now,
whoa,
like, I'd be quite content.
That's a mad thing to say.
Yeah, but like, I've done a lot of cool stuff. Like, I've been to some cool places. Done
you can always do more cool stuff.
But now it's 12 years later, and I've done even more cool stuff.
I say the last tour, like we spoke about it, but the last year generally was one of the wildest.
We've lived a life.
Yeah, it could be another one. I write down everything that happens, and I've said that before, but this year it's actually been really short. But it's actually like the most changing.
Yeah.
But not minimal stuff. Like when you really think about it, we've done wrestling shows, we've gone to gigs, we've gone away.
A lot.
renovations.
Loads.
So in that sense, there's a lot going on.
My eyes are showing it now, I think.
Yours are, yeah, mine are. I look fresh as a daisy.
I'm getting tired.
If I'm wearing a hat, you'd think I'm quite young. I'll take it off and you think I might be a janitor.
We've done that as well.
Yeah, we have.
That was just, you just stopped.
Yeah, sometimes you go. Sometimes you just, I just want to know if you've got anything to say.
Sometimes you got to put the brakes on. Wait, sometimes you got to put the brakes on. Wait. Sometimes you got
Don't touch me.
Sometimes you got to just pop those brakes, just see who's got their seatbelt on, you know?
Well, that seems like an aggressive quote.
What a mad quote. I'm definitely feel younger in my, like, I'm definitely not.
You're not aging badly.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm a prototypical 36-year-old.
I sometimes think maybe we're getting old until I meet people we went to school with.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what's happening here? Like, I was like, what's going on here then?
We're doing right. We're aging like fine wines, as Sammy Smooth would say.
Mm-hmm. I think we are, yeah. I think you are, because you've got to the age where you can even have that conversation. I think we're in that blind spot at the minute, me and Bruno. Bruno and I are good to get a fun game. Where we're not old enough that you can have that conversation yet, but we're not young enough to be like, like young people think we're old.
Yeah. Well, like I said,
we're not.
Joey Lawrence is my hero.
Yeah, but Joey Lawrence, you wouldn't know, was like 95 or something.
Fantastic.
Look no further than Tess Daly. We give her a lot of stick here over on the Peppercorns.
She's getting older. That's crazy.
Over here on you over here on the Scott give her a lot of jip.
You told me her age the other day, and it's nuts.
Yeah, it's 76. Wow. Tess Daly, I think, it's like 60. Like Lillian Garcia, it's mad.
It's mad.
Yeah, so it's a choice how you age or not.
It
could just be really good genes, I think.
It might be, yeah.
Because my genes are falling out. Yeah, my genes are from Timu. Anyway.
I think it'll be fine. On that note as well.
I think it'll be fine. Yeah.
How much of Lissy's lasagna have you scoffed down?
I've had none since.
Wow.
Do you want to know how many portions are left? Right this second.
Yeah, please.
2.
Of the size that I did, or half that tray? Because you gave Lissy a quarter of that tray the other day as a portion.
Yeah, well, that wasn't a quarter. It was like an eighth. But I mean, it was still too big. One of those trays, how many portions is that? 8?
I say 8. That's how
I gave her a double. I'll say I definitely gave her a double, which is a quarter.
Joe's face.
She's had at least one a day since.
Lovely.
I don't know, lovely. I think maybe do you know what, actually, I think I might have had one. We watched Family Guy the other night.
Hell yeah.
For like an hour, and that program was so funny.
Yeah, it is.
But we were just chilling, and she was like, should we just get some lasagna? And I was like, yeah, we should. But it's not made its way to a freezer. It's
wow.
Free balling.
We're out of as of today, I've created 2 portions.
You've downsized
put them in tin foil.
Well done,
and
chef.
they're now in it.
Well done, chef.
Because then I can put the tin foil directly into the microwave to warm it up. You can check us out on youtube.com/the Peppercorn Boys. Give us a comment or a like, or certainly give us a subscribe, and go to iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Give us a 5-star review anywhere you see a little 5 thing. Just click it. Don't click anything less, because it really messes us up. And let your friends know. Download all the episodes. Do all those kinds of good things. I think some of the videos are doing a little bit better now. I think ever so surely. I think we're going to gain momentum, and it's going to be a big year. I've got some big plans for...
And such bad thoughts.
And on that note, this will be the last episode of the Peppercorn Boys, because I will win £149 million tonight on the Euro Million. So you, Scott and Joe.
Hello.
Let the people say, let's